Both days on market and months of inventory supply are near all-time lows. Welcome back to Moving to Hampton Roads. My name is David Tortellini. We're going to talk about those two things and a whole lot more on our latest market report update right now. So it's been a while since we've done a market update report on this channel, so I thought now would be a good time as we're heading into the spring market to talk about where the market has come over the past year and really see how that's going to reflect your home buying or selling experience in the upcoming months. Before we do that, do me a big favor. If this is your first time to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you can see all of our future videos. Then when you're ready, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. We'd love to help you out with your next home purchase or sale here in the Hampton Roads area. All right, so let's get into what's going on in the market with some of our latest stats from February of 2023. So really the big thing that we're looking at is that inventory is finally starting to come up a little bit. You know, last year there were about 2,500 homes on the market. This time, now there's about 3,100. So that's about a 25% increase. So that's pretty good. You know, it's nice to see a little bit of that inventory coming back. Does make us feel pretty good. Now, that being said, a balanced market here in the Hampton Roads area is going to be about 7,000 or 8,000 homes. So we're not even close to half of what we really need in order to, to have a nice, balanced, easy market where there's an equal number of buyers to equal number of sellers, and we're not seeing bidding wars on everything. So really right now, we're still in a low inventory environment. We've also seen things like interest rates increase a ton over the last year. You know, February of last year was really like one of the last months before we started to see interest rates really rise quickly. Now we're still hovering in the 6 to 6.5% range for most loan types right now, and that has driven down total sales. So even though we're seeing a little bit more inventory, we are seeing pending sales down about 20% and settled sales down about 22%. And that's year over year. And really, that's just a good indicator that a lot of buyers have left the market, mostly due to those interest rates. When you couple on the rising prices of homes over the last few years, plus the interest rates, it really just puts a lot of people out of the market. And then you also have another group of people who have decided, well, they don't want to give up their current interest rate. They might be sitting on a 2.5%, 3.5% interest rate that they absolutely love, and they're not willing to give that up to make a move unless it's an absolute necessity. So even though we do have a little bit more homes on the market, and we're seeing a lot fewer settled sales than last year, we are going to look at two indicators that are really kind of surprising relative to those two items. Okay, well, the first thing I want to talk about is months of inventory. So right now as a region, we're sitting at around 1.24 months of total inventory for the Hampton Roads region. And really what that means is that if no one else listed their house, it would only take about 5 weeks for us to sell out of all the homes that are on the market. So that's not nearly as much as what we would prefer. 4 to 6 months is a balanced market, and that really would put buyers and sellers on equal footing if we had enough inventory to match the demand. In some of our areas, the numbers are really low. So James City County is only right at 1 month of inventory. So it's one of the lowest in the area. And we do a lot of business in James City County. And I know a lot of people that watch this channel are looking for a home in Williamsburg specifically. So when you look at that Williamsburg inventory, you really are in a situation where there just is not a lot of inventory relative to the number of people who are trying to get into the area, and that's going to be what drives these days on market. So right now we are sitting at a historic low of 20 days on market. A year ago it was 27 days on market, and that's the median. Now, 20 days on market also includes the home inspection contingency period on most of these homes. And that can take about 10 days. So really, you might want to look at it more like 10 until a property is no longer available, and that's the median. We're still seeing the properly priced homes, the properly updated homes, those are selling in a matter of a few days. So really, when we look at days on market, you can basically take off 7 to 10 days, and that's going to be realistically how much time you have to find a home once it hits the market, be able to get in there and write an offer, negotiate, and get it under contract. And you're not going to be alone in a lot of these cases. So these ones that are selling in under 20 days, chances are, particularly in some of these really competitive markets like the Williamsburg area, these are going to be places where you're really just going to have to understand that there's limited supply of homes and there's still pretty high demand to get in there. So that days on market being really low, the total month supply being really low, those are really going to go hand in hand. So I really want to talk to kind of a couple of different kinds of buyers right now. Really, people who are coming in from out of town, and I know it's a lot of people that watch this channel are not here in the area. Really, the important thing to know is that when a really nice house hits the market, you have to be ready to get eyes on it immediately. So if you need to drive up from another state to go take a look at it, or you need to trust that a virtual tour is going to be enough, because with some of these homes going under contract in just 2 or 3 days, we still need to be able to write a competitive offer very quickly. If it's a Monday and you want to wait till Saturday to go see it, there's a very strong chance, but by Saturday, it is going to be off the market. So one thing to keep in mind. And then the other thing is anybody who is on a tight timeline, it's really, really difficult right now. And I can say that from personal experience. My wife and I are trying to buy a new home, and the inventory has just not been there. And so we know that we are just going to have to be patient. And so that's going to be the key word for this video, is just be patient. The inventory, I don't think it's going to pick up tremendously over the course of the year, So I would just say that given what we've seen over the past year and what expectations are for the rest of this year with interest rates and such, that I would expect inventory to remain low, and you're just going to have to be patient if you're on a tight timeline, alternative living situation if you're coming from another area, maybe find a month-to-month rental, short-term. We can look at an Airbnb for that, or maybe we can find an apartment that does month-to-month for you to at least get you to the area so that you can home shop and be here. So those are the keys right now, guys. Just everybody's got to be really patient, and you can't expect that the home of your dreams is going to come up tomorrow, and that it's also not going to be several other people's home of their dreams. So you're going to really need to be able to put your best foot forward. These days on market are so low, everything's still really competitive, and we're just going to have to get out there, do the best that we can, be aggressive, and just know that if you are looking for something very specific, that you just need to, as I've said, be patient, and it'll show up. And we're also going to have to deal with these rising prices. The last 90 days, I was looking at numbers I'll use James City County again as a good example. 425,000 was the median sale the last 90 days. I went back 2 years ago for the exact same 90-day period, and it was 350,000. So that's over a 20% increase over the course of 2 years. So you're just really going to have to know that prices are not coming down. So be prepared for that. I know there's some national media outlets out there that keep saying that prices are going to come down. Not here, they're not. At least not in some of our higher end neighborhoods. And so just be prepared for the fact that homes are not lasting long. You got to get there. The market really hasn't changed that much in some of our more competitive areas than it was a year or 2 years ago. All right, so quick market report. Don't want to drag on too long in these videos. Just want to give you an idea of kind of where we're at. Low inventory, low days on market. We're starting to see a little inventory comes back. Oh gosh, I wish it over the next year it comes up to 5,000 or 6,000 houses. That would be incredible. That would be huge for the region. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but stick around. We'll try and do these every couple of months to make sure that what's going on in the market. Thank you so much for watching this month's market update. If you have any comments or questions, just leave those below and I'll reply to them as soon as possible. If you're ready to get started, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. I'd love to help you out with either your home purchase or sale here in the Hampton Roads area. In the meantime, don't forget to like this video, share it with anyone else you know who may find it helpful, and then of course subscribe to this channel so you can see all of our other videos that we put out here in the near future. All right, again, my name is David Tortellini. I'm with eXp Realty. Thanks so much for watching.